Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Me and Taddy on Floor Watch. It's going to be another chill Friday. Yesterday was an absolute banger, and today promises to be just as good. We've got Kays, the founder of OK Beers, joining us, but as well as Kays, we have the legendary Rico, the man himself. Taddy, what's good? How are we feeling?
Yo, I'm feeling good, brother. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. What's good? What's good?
Yo, I'm blessed, man. Although I'm not seeing the stream on Orbis.
You gotta give it a bit, Taddy. It will appear. It will appear.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna check out the chat. But no, man, I'm good, man. It's Friday. What are we doing? What are we talking about? Let's go. Yesterday was goated too. Yesterday was straight fire. So
Yeah, definitely. But as with always, I'm looking forward to today. Here and now, in the present. Let's get it rocking. Let's check in with these two chaps here who've been kindly waiting in the lobby. Case, how you doing? Rico, what's good? How's Friday? Well, actually, Case, it's Saturday for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Rico. What's good? How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just trying to get my head around this streaming because, like, I can't get it in my head. We're like 30 seconds ahead, but then when someone's listening, it's live. How does that work?
Yeah. Where are you watching it? You're not watching it on X, though, are you? You're watching it on the link that I've sent you, right?
Yeah, I'm on the streaming idea.
Okay, yeah, no, on the live display on X or other platforms, there's like a 30-second delay. So, yeah, you'll be fine. Whatever you say now, someone's going to hear it 30 seconds down the line.
I mean, if you were in the future, that's what you're saying.
Yeah,
you definitely in the
that's it.
future. I'm still not seeing it on Orbis though, bro. I gotta tell you. So
Yeah, okay. I'll have a look. Taddy, Kai.
let me refresh.
Guys, how are we doing?
Doing well. Just waking up.
I was saying you are definitely in the future, right? It's Saturday for you. You're over in Australia, right?
Yeah. Look, I can guarantee the world has not ended. So there's that.
What's the price of BTC? Is it 100K again? Tell us, man. Tell us. Should we long
sorry
or
for
short?
disappointment. It's probably a little bit lower than when you guys woke up.
Guys, look, I appreciate you kind of jumping on, taking the time out, especially early in the morning. What's your routine like generally in the morning? Do you get stuck into email straight away? Is it founder mode straight away as soon as you open your eyes? Or on weekends, does the bear actually touch grass?
Yeah, no, I touch grass. I got kids, man. So weekends, I have to kind of tip the scales back into the favor of family. So I wake up earlier than everyone, have a coffee, check my emails, kind of make sure that I'm done by the time they're up. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Let's go. I got a 12-year-old girl and a 15-year-old girl. So what are you working with over there? What's your kid situation?
I've got an 11-year-old girl and an 8-year-old boy. So same age difference as you, but a little bit younger.
Okay, congrats, man. I love being a dad. So hopefully, they're keeping you busy. I know that. They don't really care about our NFTs. Well, sometimes they do, but then they're like, are we playing or what? No,
I feel old now. My kids are 22 and 19.
Oh,
you're done,
dude,
man.
You made it.
I am done, yeah. The missus said, should we have another one? I'm like, no.
Yo, Rico, mine does that all the time. She's like, oh, she'll hold a baby, like someone else's baby who just had one. She's like, oh, I'm feeling like, you're not feeling anything. We are not doing this again.
If we go somewhere
it's funny,
they say,
we
do
have
you
the
want to
same-
hold the baby? I'll say no.
We have the same conversation. I'm the same with no. I'm like, look, I like my kids, but other people's kids can, you can keep them away. I'm all
Can
good.
kick
If you
rocks.
If you want another one, we can get another cat, but that's as far as I'll go.
Oh, it's so true. I say the same thing. I love my kids, but other people's kids, no thank you.
Yeah.
No thank you. It's hilarious.
I tell you what, Taddy, this is reminding me awfully of dad shit.
Yes, sir.
Guys, we used to do another spaces every Friday called Dad Shit, right? Where we used to have Web3 dads jump on and chill out and just vent how they weak
No
speed.
way, man.
Yeah,
Like,
man, it was a cool
I would have
space,
loved to be
man.
part of that.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to fire it back up. It was actually a space, but now we do streams, so you can't So on the space, it was open invitation. You could just come in and join as a speaker, but we can't really do that here because we've got to send people links and stuff. So we're trying to figure out a way to do it. We might just have to hop back on Spaces and bring it back because it was a great space.
Yeah, no, definitely. Look at us all dads up in here.
I've just sorry, I just realised why you couldn't stream, because the minutes have run out. I've got like a
we've got an upgrade.
So I've just increased it now.
Okay.
From 600 minutes up to 1200 minutes. I think it resets on a monthly basis, but it was just some preliminary levels that was set in to begin with. You know, in case someone just freaking presses a stream and leaves it running. Right. So,
fair enough, mate.
Yeah, our streams have been running 2.5, 3 hours. So yeah, we use those minutes.
Yeah, we've easily eaten up those minutes, Rico. So I appreciate you kind of.
I don't know now. Obviously, this is the first time it's ever happened, because you've kind of like started streaming and it was kind of disabled. It probably won't appear until the new stream, but it doesn't matter, you know.
Okay. Well, fair enough.
You see how he is, Luck? He gives us the first minutes for free, and now we gotta pay the premium subscription, bro.
Pay the man.
It's expensive to stream. It costs us money, you know. So we can't just have we're not Pump Fund generating millions, so we can't just have people streaming for fun. But
Not
yet anyway, Rico. Yet.
No, so get on that marketplace, buy millions of NFTs, and we'll be okay.
Let's go. Everything will be okay.
Actually, the streams just started to show that on the home
Oh,
page.
is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me get in there. Oh, I see it. Let me moderate up in here.
Chaps, let's get into it. Let's talk about NFTs, what we all love. And today, obviously, we are. Let me get rid of that. Don't know why that's popped up, but let's talk about OK Bears. Guys, me and Taddy always reflect on the evening of the mint of OK Bears, right? If you're anyone and everyone, you know where you were on the evening of the mint of OK Bears, right? And that's just common amongst NFT, old school NFT collectors. It was such an epic kind of build up to the mint, and then the mint and the 48 hours that followed afterwards was it was something out of a movie. And it was absolutely memorable, and it's one of those key moments in Web3 that has stuck with me since I've been in it, and I really enjoyed the experience of the Bears hitting the market on secondary. I didn't fortunately got one, but I didn't get a whitelist. I had to buy on secondary, and the experience overall, it was amazing. I can't forget it, right? It's memories, and it's definitely left a lasting memory for me. But I want to go back to how it was for you sitting behind the screen and seeing the collection mint out. It was always going to mint out because of the hype that was there. And how was it for you as the founder, seeing the collection go live on secondary and people just going absolutely, I want to say ape shit, but I'll say bear shit?
Look, I think like you, we always knew we were going to sell out. The attention and excitement that our reveal posts were getting before mint was like nothing I've seen before. And I remember at maybe a day or two before mint, we tweeted one bear and we're retweet and comment for a chance to win one whitelist. And we had close to 20,000 retweets, 20,000 comments, and 20,000 likes. And the odds of one person being chosen are so small, but yet it was kind of going ballistic. So we knew it was going to mint out. But what happened after we minted out was not something we could expect. And I think it's down to two things. I think the hype was crazy. And it was probably such a high moment for Solana NFTs. But the second reason is we got really lucky. On the same day OpenSea started showing Solana NFTs literally one day after our mint. And so you had a whole load of people from ETH stumbling upon OK Bears, and then things went absolutely bonkers because people were kind of just snapping them up left, right, and center, and we were kind of just sitting there. Funny enough, like at the time, I had other co-founders, and I was there with one of them, and we were kind of looking at each other, thinking, "Uh-oh, this has gone way outside of our control so very quickly." And so we were kind of looking at the floor price rise with both like excitement but like genuine fear, and it's like, damn, there's nothing you can do to stop this thing. It's just kind of taken on a life of its own. And 2 days in, it was quit your jobs time and start building a team time, and we went from trying to build like a small community of like-minded people, trying to spread some good vibes, and then it became, oh my god, this is like the biggest thing on Solana, and like we were rivaling Bored Apes for volume for weeks at a time. Yeah, it was mad. It was absolutely mad.
Guys, I want to get into the mint, of course, too, but I want to take it back even further, because your marketing campaign pre-mint was what I was most impressed with, because you were giving people whitelists for taking pictures of landmarks and throwing up the OK, and that's all you had to do for a whitelist, and that had never been done before. And I got mine literally. I live right next to SoFi Stadium, and I took a picture of it and threw the OK up, and sure enough, I got whitelist. Back in the days when you had to grind so hard to get whitelist, for you guys, it was not like that. You just had to throw up the OK in front of a landmark, and you got it. To me, that was when I knew, like, this is something different. Like, oh my gosh. And the way that the marketing campaign was run, I was like, this is going to be something special. And then, of course, it blew my expectations once the mint happened, and then, getting listed and immediately at 20 SOL and whatnot. But can you touch upon the marketing campaign? Because that to me is a thing of beauty that I haven't seen since those days when you guys started.
Yeah, so like marketing and branding is our bread and butter as a team. We all come from design and marketing backgrounds, and when we started OK Bears, man, it was a reaction to what was happening in the space at the moment. So the one thing that we wanted to do was like look after the people that arrived early. And if you remember, it wasn't like with the OK hands, it wasn't, hey, go post and then you'll get whitelist. What we did at the start was we got people to interact on a message in Discord, and then we chose the 1,000 people, and then we're like, okay, you're already chosen, just go do the thing and you'll get your whitelist. And it was just kind of like treating people with a bit of humanity, because every other mint was farming the crap out of people that wanted the NFTs. But what happened, like, as the campaign was going, is you had 1,000 people that were selected. Oh, I think I can hear myself.
I hear the echo too. It just started as well. Let's try that.
Okay, it's still going up. Hello?
I don't hear it.
Yeah, I hear the echo.
Okay.
I hear the echo too. Lucky, did you rug, Luck? Are you?
No, I'm good on my side. Just everything seems fine.
All right. No, I can still hear it. Someone must be listening to the stream, I think.
I've got mine unmuted. Teddy, is your mic muted?
Yeah, I'm muted when I'm not talking.
Do you want to try again, Case?
All right. Give me a second. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get my AirPods. I'll be right back.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, it just started too. It was weird.
Do you hear the echo of Taddy, Rico?
Speak, Taddy.
Yo.
No, Taddy's fine. It was just doing it with Kai.
Okay.
Yeah, and it just started like mid-sentence too, so.
Yeah, that's weird.
No worries. But yeah.
As it happened, I was looking at all my screens to see if I had
Me
something
too.
open.
Me too. I'm like, oh man, am I muted on Orbis? It's okay. We're good. Yeah, I mean, I had to go back because the marketing campaign, Rick, and I know you talked about Nukai, whatever the AI thing is and whatnot, how their marketing
Nuka,
campaign,
yeah.
their marketing campaign is great, but I mean, OK Bear just took Twitter by storm.
Yeah.
And I remember getting my whitelist by throwing up an OK and just was like, yo, this is goated. Who had no idea it was going to be what it was. Oh, he's back. He's back.
Okay, and there. Yeah, I mean, I was just. I think we can make a couple of steps. Well, we did another count. Yet, and we.
I can't hear him.
I don't mean to butt in, but I can't hear a word.
Yeah,
no, Kai, we can't hear you. Maybe some connection issue. There's certain words come out. We can hear the end of certain words.
No.
Otherwise, I'm just trying to read your lips, mate. And
that's so annoying.
Oh, now you're totally gone.
Can you go out and then come back in? Possibly. That's what we had to do.
That might be a good way, Kai. If you jump out the studio and just click on the link again to join back in, I'll get you back up.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
And then maybe not the AirPods too, because it was fine without the AirPods until just.
Yeah, I think it was better without the AirPods, right? Yeah. But we'll let him jump out of exit the studio, and then let him jump back in, and then hopefully the audio has been resolved. We had this problem yesterday, Teddy.
We did. He was joining from his mobile, and he was.
Yeah, it was the Seeker actually. I think he had the Seeker.
No, Ryan had the Seeker.
Ryan had the Seeker. Yes, sorry, Faded. You didn't have the Seeker.
Faded might have had a Seeker. He might have had an Android, but I know he's connected via Starlink, and he was in a storm as well. So we'll cut him some slack. He was in a storm.
No slack, man. He was a Chad jumping out. Yeah, and yesterday episode was absolutely brilliant. If you guys haven't seen it or didn't missed it, go back to Taddy's profile and check it out. Definitely one to watch.
Orbis chat is saying it was echoing, sounds dropping out, so they all heard the same thing.
Yeah, so it was Kai. So yeah, let him jump back up. But Teddy, I'll probably save your story in terms of the OK Bears one when he comes back up.
Yeah, for sure.
Because yours was a very kind of interesting story.
Well, no, I mean, you jumped right to Mint, and for me, it was pre-Mint that stuck in my head, bro. I mean, obviously the Mint was what it was. You know, it's epic, and it was actually ETH whales actually really did come in and buy. You know, everyone talks about ETH whales, but
ETH money.
Yeah, ETH money. When everyone's like ETH money's coming in, no, ETH money really did come in for OK Bears.
Yeah, differently.
Yeah, let's see.
How are we going now?
Yeah, loud and clear, my man.
All right, awesome.
Let's go. Do you remember where you were?
Yes, I remember.
Okay.
So we're talking about the Hands campaign, but before the Hands campaign, we had done another campaign where we asked people to remove their NFT PFP and just put our logo there. And I think that's when we started kind of rubbing people off the wrong way a little bit. But you had like 300-400 super active people on Twitter at the time, and you know they were just posting, and there was like a green OK and their logo, and you know they had removed all their other NFTs, and so like that was the first step of getting that brand recognition out there, getting people to ask, hey, what is this OK thing? So it was kind of like step one. Then step two was the OK Hands, and we wanted to humanize people because, you know, in the space back then, again, it was we just felt like it was like quite exploitative for the whitelist process, and we kind of wanted to see the people behind the PFPs without doxing anyone. And as I said, we had selected 1,000 people who were guaranteed whitelist if they could go and do the thing, but the next day we had around 4,500 entries. And a lot of people were like, okay, I'm not getting whitelist, but I want to be part of this movement. I want to, you know, I want to throw my hand up and say that I'm okay. And when we started looking at all these pictures, and, you know, they came from everyone. So yes, we had SoFi Stadium, but, you know, we also had dirt roads in Africa and Southeast Asia. And so like we had this like big spread of people from all over the world. It was so beautiful to see. And yeah, it was really like guaranteeing whitelist and kind of like removing the grind and looking after the people in the Discord. And like to this day, people don't believe that we didn't pay a cent to like an influencer or KOL or another company, like $0. And I've discovered recently why people like are like still don't believe that. And you know, I've just been speaking with a few Web3 marketing companies, etc., and I realized so much of things that happen in the space are inorganic. But I promise you, everything about that build up and the mint was as organic as it gets. And yeah, it was a beautiful thing, man.
I really like that human touch, right? Throwing up the hand sign and everything. Rico, do you think we can develop that strategy for Orbis? Maybe people can throw up an orb sign. Because, hey, the OK sign, it really did work.
Yeah, it worked well, man. It was, I mean, still to this day, it's my most memorable mint and my favorite mint as well. My question for you is, why didn't you do ETH? Like, because this is as ETH as it gets, and I know, I call me, I'm a jerk. I'm a Solana maxi, I'm a BTC maxi, but this is as ETH as it gets, man. So I was just curious, like, why Solana?
So two reasons. First of all, we were like trading on Solana before OK Bears, and I've got a thing, you know, like I just really did not like the rhetoric of Solana is for the poors, and you know, the ETH people looking down on Sol people, looking down on the Sol community. And like there's always been a small like straight edge kind of rebel in me growing up, and I'm like, well, if this is the rhetoric, then we're gonna put something of ETH quality on Solana, and we're going to challenge ETH. It was like a little bit of like a defiant kind of approach, but there was also a strategic approach as well. So before we minted, we picked apart both Solana and Ethereum, and we realized that on Sol specifically, there was nothing close to an original project that could kind of be compared to Bored Apes, just on the level of the art. And so we were like, okay, if we're going to launch this on ETH, we're going to become one-off collections with great art. But if we launch on Solana, we could be the project. And so we kind of saw a path to number one on Sol that would have been very different to ETH. And so like we doubled down and stayed there. But I promise you, dude, like we had advisors all the way through up until like a week before mint saying, launch on ETH, launch on ETH, launch on ETH, don't do Sol, launch on ETH. And the more the hype grew, the more they were like, just go there, it will explode, you'll be talking completely different numbers. But yeah, the thought really didn't kind of cross our minds. We just wanted to do this for Solana. Yeah, it was really great, and to kind of see the validation as well, because 2 weeks after mint we were invited to speak at like on stage and in the New York Times building with the Solana founders. And you know, at the time before Sam went to prison, you know, he was there on stage as well. So like, you know, we went from absolutely nothing to standing on stage with like giants at the time. It was the announcement of the first was it called Saga? I don't remember. The first phone.
Saga phone.
The Saga phone. So it was like the first announcement. It was crazy. It's like I went from a bedroom in Australia to like being on stage in a matter of 2 weeks. And so that was like all the validation that we needed, that we kind of like made the right choice.
You got a chip on your shoulder is why you chose Solana. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. That's great. That's great. And it worked out perfectly as well. You got to stick to your guns. Rico talks about sticking to your guns all the time and believing in yourself. And you guys are definitely a case and study on sticking to your guns and believing in yourself.
We've got Didi in the comments saying the whole pre-mint and mint process sounds absolutely wholesome. God damn shame I entered the space just after that. It was special. And I just want to put it out there, Taddy and Rico, feel free to jump in. Have you kind of gone through another mint experience similar to OK Bears, or was that just one of one?
I've been through lots of mint experiences on both ends of it.
I know.
I think the one that got me there was probably Mad Lads. You know, I was sitting there, I had a wallet loaded up with Sol ready to go, but it just went in seconds, and like, yeah, I didn't get one, and then obviously they went up to a lot of money over a couple of years, but I've only just started buying them back. I bought a few the other day at sort of 7 Sol, so I don't know, that's one I kind of missed that really annoyed me, but I didn't ape in. I've waited for 3 or 4 years, and now I've bought in, so it's I think patience is key. But
I could say the same for Mad Labs. I was getting ready to mint. I had Soul loaded up, and then they like instantly went to 15, 20 Soul, and I was like, well, okay. Guess I'm not.
It failed at first, didn't it? And then it went like a half-hour delay for the honeypot thing, and then
I think the one similar to it maybe is, I don't know if you guys remember Community, those labs NFTs. Those launched and went to like 30 Soul instantly as well. I think their height was like 70 Soul. I got in on, I had whitelist for that and was able to mint those. I think that's the only thing comparable for me, and maybe ABC and how those took off as well. But no, for me, it was okay, but because I held till 200 Soul and sold. So that's another reason why it's special to me as well, man. All my friends were like, "You're crazy, bro. You didn't sell for 30." I'm like, "Nah, are you kidding me? This thing is going nuts. You didn't sell for 40?" I'm like, "No, 80, no, 100, no." They're like 150. What's wrong with you? And then it got to 270, and then dumped to 150, then bounced back up to 200, and I was able to sell my bear that I minted for 1.5 for 200 Soul. So that's another reason why it just sticks in my head of like, wow, I can't believe it, and I'll never forget it.
And good, man. It's good to talk to someone that sold the top rather than held the bag. It's nice to hear.
It's funny because back then there wasn't instant sell, and so what they don't tell you is, when you list your NFT, someone has to buy it for 200 Soul. You don't just listen and everyone's like, yeah, I'm going to buy that. So I had it listed for at 270, then 260. And then I was like, all right, I'm holding my guns at 200. And someone bought it. And I was like, thank you. Thank you very much. And I've been trying to get that NFT back ever since. And it's in some dormant wallet that is just not having it. So yeah. Anyway, that's... You guys, you got a special place in my heart, man. truly.
Guys, after, obviously, as you said before, you and your co-founder back then, you wasn't expecting it to go this big, right? When after the mint, as you said, you're looking at each other, you were like, oh my God, what's happened, right? But how did that, in that period, how did it change your life? Because as you said, you were thinking about creating jobs and all of this kind of stuff. What were you doing before OK Bears? As you did touch on that, you've got a marketing and branding background. Were you working for a company? What was the situation like?
To be honest, I was working for I think I had my dream job while building OK Bears. So I was working for a design studio that's based in Sydney, Australia, but we were servicing international clients, and I was working from home before COVID was a thing, and I would kind of fly in once a month for a couple of days, and I had exposure to working with Google or working with similar bigger brands. It was really cool, and it was also a specific niche specifically. So that studio specialized in one specific design angle, so it was really cool. Also, I had joined as a normal designer, and just before mint we were in talks of me becoming a partner, and so it really was a dream job. And 3 to 4 days later, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to I can't do both things. It's so clear that OK Bears is going to demand all of my time, and so there was both a lot of happiness, but also a lot of sadness in the fact that I had built this career for 12 years at the time, but I'm gonna have to leave it behind and jump into this thing head on. And that was what's really interesting is I think a month later, because we had some insane volume in the first like month and a half, and then it got to a stage where I'm like, well, we need a much bigger team than the 4 people that started this thing. And so we actually ended up acquiring a large chunk of the studio I was working with, which was so funny. And then the team kind of grew to around 30 people, and then we had our first reality check. What people forget is, it wasn't long after that FTX happened, and I don't know if you remember at the time, it was a really big no, no for you to kind of stable up any royalties that were earned or any mint funds, and people wanted to see where they were. And so we had them in public wallets. We had started a Solana validator. We had staked a large portion in there. And I think like at the height of it, I think our max, like I think the biggest number I saw in our wallet was something like 7 million US. And then FTX happened. And a couple of things happened. We couldn't unstake the SOL from our validator because that would have caused a huge amount of FUD. And then a large chunk of the funds were also on Coinbase, and they halted trading. And so we were only able to kind of sell off SOL between the 30 and 15 mark. And so that 7, 8 that was raised was effectively down to like 2 or 3 by the time we were able to stable up. And that was kind of like, it was terrifying. Every 15 minutes you'd look at the wallet and there's another $500,000 lost, and those are numbers we had never seen before, right? And so by the time we had stabled up, that was like the first big shock to the system. And for the next like 2 years after that, we kept being judged on the number that we raised before anything was being able to be stabled. So we were kind of like always, okay, Bears raised 14 million or 20 million. Like, no, bro. It was like the top of it was 7. By the time we stabled out, it was like 2.5. Simmer down. And we had all this constant comparison with the top ETH projects. And people forget that their floor prices were a lot higher for a lot longer. They had much bigger volume. They all had also raised more from their mints, and they had investors on board. So like we're talking comparing projects that had raised 100 million, 150 million to one that ended up with like 2 or 3 by the time we stabled up. So it was really like a massive roller coaster of emotions. It was always like massive high, then you go low, then massive high, then you go low, and it changed me as a person. I think like today a lot of friends and family they kind of say that like I've become really kind of like baseline when it comes to emotions. Like I don't go crazy high and I don't go crazy low, and I'm like, the things that we went through with OK Bears like really taught me how to kind of like control myself, because it was just like what, like you'd be elated one day and then the markets would be crashing the next, and then you'd be getting fudded for I don't know what, and then you'd be celebrated for I don't know what, then you go back to FUD again. It was madness. Like it was absolutely crazy. And yeah, it's an experience that I think has changed all of us. And for a long time, man, for probably 3 years, I would every other day I would kind of like ask myself, what could we have done differently? How could we have stopped the eventual decline? What could we have done to change it? But now that I look at the entire space around, I'm like, there is nothing that anybody could have done to stop what was very obviously a bubble. And so now I'm at ease with the fact that, hey, actually we carved ourselves a piece of history in that bubble, and a lot of people are now they look fondly at that, and like if you put it into context and you kind of look at the decline of everything and everyone, you're like, okay, we can remember the good times and compartmentalize what happened after, because it happened to everyone on every chain.
Wow, that's crazy, because I never thought of it from the perspective of a project. not being stabled up, how that FTX collapse would affect them. And thank you for being transparent about that, because I mean, ouch, like holy crap, that was just hearing that makes like, like
That
makes me
story,
sad, man. Yeah, like, like that whole buildup that you guys had, and then to just watch it all go to shit because of FTX that had to have been tough, man. Like,
Because
I'm
we
sure.
were planning as well. I remember straight after it happened, we're like, okay, this thing has gone big. We're gonna go even bigger. I still have the big list of billboards that were gonna go up in 10 capital cities, like 4 or 5 billboards in in London, in New York, in Germany, in Japan. And we had these massive billboards that were booked, and all they said was it was that big green background with "we're all gonna be okay." No logo, nothing. It was just like a massive message. I think the budget was 1.5 million at the time, and we were almost ready to hit go. And then after FTX kind of like happened, and there were so many plans to go even bigger that we kind of had to taper down. But look, you still can't forget what amazing times they were, and you have to remind yourself that like FTX didn't just happen to OK Bears, it happened to everyone in the space. And then Luna didn't happen to OK Bears, happened to everyone in the space. And every single thing that it just happened to all of us. It happened to all of us as traders. It happened to all of us as founders. Like this space has taken a lot of blows, and that's why I have so much respect for people that stay. And to be honest, that's why I'm still here. I think it's on us to try and continue to survive and try to turn the tide, even though it looks harder than ever today. Yeah.
Rico, I felt like I stepped on your toes. You were going to ask a question when I was.
I was just going to say, that story was hit hard, and I think there's a lesson there for a lot of people to learn: is never put all your eggs in one basket. I know, like, some things in crypto happen, and like I was saying, they're out of control, and it's going to hit everyone. But if you have all your assets, for example, it happened to me on Coinbase. I had literally most of my funds in Coinbase, and they froze my account for 6 to 8 months, and I couldn't. You can't speak to anyone. It's like trying to speak to God. Like, there's no chance. And by the time I got my funds out, the bear market was over. I was like, great, So, that taught me a lesson. Is in spread your funds about as much as you can into safe places, basically.
Agreed. I mean, I was gonna ask this question. I still have to, guys. So FTX collapse, 0% royalties on Magic Eden. DGod migrates. I'm not even gonna ask if you considered migrating to ETH because of what happened to you. Obviously, that just would have been an even worse look. Like, you guys didn't stable up and FTX collapse. What did you think of that whole time period of all that happening all at once? DGod, 0% royalties, FTX, and ETH. Like, I know you talked about FTX, but I'm just curious on your opinion about how it all went down with 0% royalties and then DGod going down. I mean, feel free to tell me. I don't care. I plead the fifth or whatnot, but just curious on your take on that.
Dude, I remember being in a meeting with so when Magic Eden wanted to go to 0% royalties, they put us in a call with I can't remember if Frank was there or not, but we hopped on a call, and they're like, we're planning to do this, and we were heavily opposed to it. We're like, this is the wrong move. It's going to take this space in a really bad direction, and we think you're making a big mistake, and our advice is not to do it. They didn't listen, and I think so 2 things ruined NFTs: the removal of royalties, but also the creation of the trading pools, like HateSwap and the rest of them. And the moment you had to stop waiting to buy and sell your NFT and listing it, getting someone else to sell it, the moment we turned them into meme coins, basically, is the moment we stopped them from being digital collectibles. And that was the beginning of the end, because you can't really floor a shiny Charizard. You're gonna have to put it somewhere. You're gonna have to find a buyer, and that curating, buying, selling experience is what makes something a collectible. And so what we ended up doing is we took things that were non-fungible and we just made them fungible, because and that's how NFTs lost their uniqueness. We did that, and then after that, meme coins came, and then people realized, hey, this is a million times more fungible than we've made NFTs, so we're going to trade that. And this is why I keep saying, on a personal level, I don't think NFTs are going to go back to what they were. You get a lot of founders that are still here that would like, because we fundamentally changed how we treat them. And because we've done that, it really was game over for that form of NFTs. They became a lot more readily available. It became very easy for you to get rid of them, in mass. So it really, really was a disappointing step. And I think when I look at it from the point of view of Magic Eden, I think they were trying to survive. I think they kind of saw the writing on the wall. I think DGOS at the time were with the change of royalties, because everyone was kind of just trying to stop what everyone saw as, a bubble starting to burst. Really, that's kind of like what it was. So I don't blame them, but we were opposed to it, and for me, that was the beginning of how things started changing for NFTs on Solana.
Wow, clip that. That was a great take, man. Thank you.
That was amazing. Yeah, I loved how that explanation came about. Kai, and this is to Rico as well, right? To both of you. How do you see the evolution of NFTs, and what do you kind of see on the horizon to kind of move this space forward?
Well, I kind of agree with what Kai was saying there a minute ago. We're never going to see the 2021 kind of times again. But how we evolve, and like I was saying, I think, offers they do ruin it. If I could have my way, I would turn offers off completely, and I wouldn't have any. Unless you want to like make an offer on an NFT that's like well above floor price or something like that. That's kind of acceptable. But when you get these offers at like 1 SOL for NFTs that are 5-10 SOL, and then you just get bots literally trading to drag the floor price down, then it becomes community perception, looking at the thing and stuff. But yeah, anyway, offers, I hate them, but they are what they are. I kind of have to have them at the moment, but I would love to turn them off. So if the other marketplaces do disappear, then I would happily just turn offers off, 100%. In terms of where we're going, who knows? Time's going to tell. But we do go through these cycles. I think just we've come a lot of liquidity's come out of the space now. So we're more looking at, it's more collectors. There's still hundreds of thousands of people here, but I think people are just expecting different things from NFTs now, rather than just buying it to like a meme coin, to go up in price and then sell it quickly. I think we're changing. NFT projects are becoming more, more built around community and what the project itself is doing. What the founders developing, what they do IRL. I think OK Bears is a great example of that. I'm sure you're going to touch into some of these things in a minute, because there isn't many. Well, I don't think I could say one other NFT project on Solana that's doing what OK Bears are doing in terms of probably what you're going to talk about in a moment. So, yeah,
no doubt. I've got it ready on the screen. I was actually going to kind of transition into that. Kai, we've seen a lot of kind of examples of the work that's going on, what OK Bears is doing, but you were very kind of candid and open about the opportunities that OK Bears had in line, and you kind of highlighted it on CT. I had a look through OK Bears' X profile, and you said, look, we had a lot of kind of things in the pipeline, but they didn't materialize. But this is the direction you're going in now. Do you want to give us a bit of an update about it? And really, please feel free to start from the beginning and how it's led up to where OK Bears is today and the vision. And has it changed from the original vision?
It's interesting that you ask that question, bro. When you start as like a small NFT project and then the world decides, no, we're gonna pump this thing to Valhalla, there is no vision that stays. And the big reason why there was a big breakup between me and the rest of the co-founders, even though they're still very close friends of mine, is because 2.5 years in, and I would still find ourselves sitting there thinking, what are we doing with this? Where are we going with this? And to me, I'm like, no, it's enough. Like you have to find a direction. And again, I don't think this is something that was unique to OK Bears. Like you just look at some of the biggest projects out there and the massive number of pivots and the different experiments. And for us, like, man, like we had some amazing highs. You know, that collab with Zara Kids being in 70 countries, 1,000 stores. That's not something any other NFT project has done. ETH or otherwise. Like there has not been a single collab that was that widespread around the world in physical stores, you know, which had around 80% completion rate. But what was the retention from that? Zero. Then we had, you know, our experiment on Fortnite. It was at the time where everyone was kind of creating maps. We built one. It went mega viral. We had, at one point, we had like 2.5 million concurrent players, and that map had you know, billboards all around it about our NFTs, about the apparel, about retention, zero. And those, you know, the Zara collab was one that we were paid for. And I think people, I want to stop here for a second, and I want people to realize that collabs work in two ways. As an NFT project, you either get paid for them by the brand, or you pay the brand to collab with them. And I can promise you, the vast majority of collabs you see out there are not paid for by the brand to the NFT project. It is either completely unpaid and some kind of agreement for like mutual exposure, or it is paid for by the NFT project. That's why you sit here today and you look at every single project out there, maybe bar Pudgy Penguins, and you think, how come there's no sustainable revenue stream? Well, there isn't, because it's been smoke and mirrors when it comes to a lot of the things that you see on the timeline, whether it's token launches that were, you know, fully orchestrated with all the KOLs on the timeline, whether it's collabs that were presented as collabs but that were purchased by the NFT project, not by the separate brand. And that's why we are where we are at the moment. And so after that initial breakup, and you know, you asked me, have you guys ever considered moving to ETH? I mean, we made the mistake of launching another collection on ETH. That was, I think, the beginning of the end for us, and the requirement to have a massive change, because you know, a little bit after that mint, our community kind of fell apart, and that's where I knew kind of like I had to make a change. And that, you know, I made a buyout offer to the 3 other founders. And to be honest, when I had suggested that, I knew, like, I thought, when I'm going to announce this to the community, they're going to just rip me apart, right? Because people just don't walk away. They walk away with money, right? And it was so, I think, reassuring that when I actually made the announcement that, hey, I'm the only kind of remaining founder, yes, we lost a large chunk of our treasury, but now we're going to move together. I was so surprised to get so much support from the community, zero FUD. I think that was 2 years ago now. And so after that move, I sat down with the rest of the team and I'm like, I want you to let me know what is the proudest you felt about something that we've done, or a collab that we've done, or something we've made with OK Bears. And a lot of people pointed to that Lonzo Ball collab. You know, that was very early days. He had an NFT project. We collaborated with him, created an OK Bear, and then we auctioned it, raised $18,000 and renovated 2 courts. If you scroll up to news, you'll find that you'll find that collab. Yeah, you can kind of scroll down and you'll see Lonzo somewhere. There you go. Yeah, you can kind of see the court and see the stuff that we've done with him. So that was really, really cool. But if you look at like the actual court design, you'll see that you can barely see the OK Bear, because like we were moving at breakneck speed at the time, and we just wanted things to just, you know, happen. So we kind of looked at that. We sat back. We we spent a couple of months trying to think about repositioning what we want to do, and we were like, you know what? Basketball courts are massive canvases. How about we just turn them into OK Bear murals around the world? And this way, it's going to inspire people. People are going to interact with an OK Bear as something that has changed their life. So let's kind of just take a stab at it. And so we went and did the Lebanon court because I'm originally from Lebanon. We had a team member there who's Lebanese. And so that was our the first project. We kind of funded it through what was remaining of the treasury funds. And that was pretty cool. We found I think it's all the way up at the top somewhere. We found a basketball court in the north of Lebanon at the Forum of People with Disabilities, and the court was really falling apart. And like the biggest problem with it was it had no ramps, so people in wheelchairs were kind of literally falling apart, getting injured. And just so we went in, we met the people. We filmed the entire process, and we finished with that, beautiful basketball court. We also released a couple of T-shirts to commemorate it, and that's when the vision started coming together. We're like, okay, we can take a brand to the world that is, driven by a certain mission. Like a brand where if you buy a T-shirt, you know that the funds are going to go to make this, which are massive murals that you can see from Google Maps, right? And they're changing people's lives. They're spreading the OK message. They're highlighting the bears front, right, and center. And it's a direction that no one else in Web3 has taken. It's very real. It's very raw. It's all about film and paint and photography. And so we decided to double down on that. And so we created another court in Surakarta, Indonesia. It was a bit of like a token of appreciation for the OK Bear artists, because our art team is from South Africa, from Indonesia, sorry. And so we found this double court, which also was kind of like in a state of disrepair. It's in a city called Surakarta, and this is the only free to access court in the entire city. So if you wanted to play basketball, you have to pay money, but this is the only free one. And so we spoke to the mayor of the town, and then we went to work, and then we based it on the iconic LeBron James, Dwayne Wade pass and dunk moment. And we went there for the opening. Again, we got like the people themselves painted the walls and painted the murals, and after we saw that, we moved on to South Africa, which is unrevealed, but we will be revealing it soon. We kept doing all of that until Treasury was almost at zero, I would say. And so since then, most of the team has been working with no pay. And what we've been doing is we're like, okay, we think this is a very cool direction, but we need to validate it for our community. And so we're in the process of building a Kickstarter campaign, taking this concept out to the world. It should go live sometime next week, and hopefully it gets the attention that it deserves. But ultimately, I think the world will get to know OK Bears as a mission-driven lifestyle brand where any of the products that you buy end up funding courts and play spaces around the world in places that need it most. And hopefully after we finish the Kickstarter, we're going to transition royalties to do the same. So all royalties will be pledged to going to these courts, and hopefully we'll go from there. And I think crypto is in a tough spot. People look at us with a lot of disdain and disrespect. You had the tweet today from Zagabond Azuki explaining why there's no mention of NFTs and what they're doing at the moment. We're having to do a similar thing with Kickstarter. We need a rebrand. And I can't think of a better way of changing people's lives through the art that we all love to try and kind of, usher a new era of, for Web3 brands. And so like I think I've been talking for 10 minutes, so I'm going to shut up now.
No, it's a great journey, and it was really interesting to find out about all these projects that are being done in these different places, and what a great cause. And as Rico said, I don't think I've kind of come across a project that's heavily focusing on the community aspect and lifting people up. Yes, there's projects doing charity stuff, and it's great, but this visually bringing that canvas to life with the bears, I think some of the designs look absolutely brilliant. And you've kind of left it on like a key thing, right? A rebrand, and that's pricked up my ears. When are you kind of putting this rebrand into action? When is it kind of being rolled out, or is it just still in the conceptual phase at the moment?
No, so it's far from conceptual. Can I share screen?
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah,
let me show you something.
Oh, let's go.
Of course.
Let's go.
Whilst you're doing that, I just had a question on the cause for kind of like future maintenance. Obviously, when you go there and you paint it, everything's fresh. Is there like a shelf life for the paint before it starts? Do you need to go back there and revisit and touch up, or repaint, or anything like that?
Yeah, so it lasts somewhere between 3 to 5 years, and what we've done in those spaces is one of two things. We will either touch up the paint ourselves. That's a much lower cost moving forward. But in the case of Indonesia, we actually have an agreement with the government that they will renovate it. But often after 5 years, you will it would be time for someone else to take over that court, and that's the interesting thing here, because the surfaces have been primed. There's the chance to reinvigorate. We don't plan to redo the same court twice. I think for us it's about like spreading the brand as far as we possibly can. But let me here we go. Preview.
We know why you did Lebanon. We know why you did Indonesia. Is there a suggestion box for people to say, yo, I want you guys to come to our country and do this court right here? Is that in the works, or we're not there yet?
After, we're just honestly, I'll be completely honest with you. It's we need to see if this thing is going to survive past the Kickstarter, and then if we do, then we'll put a lot of these things into action. So you can see my screen now.
It's currently blank. Yeah.
No.
Okay, now we can see it. Yeah.
No. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So I'll explain how Kickstarter works and what we're trying to achieve. But on Kickstarter, you launch a campaign, it gets hidden by millions of other campaigns, right? Because everyone's launching campaigns and trying to launch certain products, etc. But if you have a high quality campaign, and if you are able to raise 30% of your target in the first 24 to 48 hours, then you have a chance to be added to something called the projects we love, which is a curated list of projects on Kickstarter that give you a much higher odds of being featured on the homepage and in their newsletter. Now, if you do get featured on the homepage and in their newsletter, then you get exposed to hundreds of thousands of users that have never seen the brand before, that will likely pledge to the campaign. So the one very exciting thing that has happened to start with is that we haven't launched yet, but we received a message from Kickstarter that they've seen the campaign and they added it to the projects we love section before we even launched. Which is why you see this little tag up here, which is really such validation, because we've been working on this campaign for 6 months. Now, this still doesn't guarantee anything. We really need to come out of the blocks firing. But if we're able to raise 15, 16K in the first 24 to 48 hours, then there's a real chance that, OK Bears gets the exposure that is required to kind of take us further. So I'm going to take you through the campaign and show you how we're introducing OK Bears to the world. And so with Kickstarter, you do have certain rewards. So it's not really donations. People can actually buy stuff. And so it'll be the first time anyone can get their hands on like our welcome pack. So if you pledge something like $25 US, you'll get the welcome pack. But you'll see two things. You'll see like on the side here, there's the rewards, and in here is the story that we're trying to tell people. And so I'll just do a quick scroll through to kind of show you what we're working on. And really, like, this is the crux of it. So basically it's a fit for purpose tees that build courts. You can buy any of these t-shirts that commemorate the art that is actually on the courts. We also we'll get to the rewards in a second. I'll just flick through, and then we explain the concept behind creating basically the equivalent of home courts in areas around the world that need it most. We also have filmed a 20-minute video where you sit with me, Amin, and Drims, and we talk you through why we're doing what we're doing, why this is important for you to get in touch with, the impact that it's had on us, etc. You can scroll through the courts that we've done. You can kind of see how that ties into product. And then this is the court in South Africa. We haven't revealed it yet, but it's gorgeous. It looks like this. And then, we've done some short films about the people that the court's lives, that the court affects. So we've got Levante, which is the captain of the basketball team in the South African school. Also his coach, Greg, the artist there who painted the court itself. So the proposition is not just change around the world, but actual content that hopefully can go viral. And then we have the Indonesia court. You can see the process of the build, the apparel that come with it, the court with Lonzo. And then we have our next court in Cameroon. This is it's a great story, this court. So it's on top of a mountain in a city that is stuck in a massive war between militias and the government. And people still come to this court to kind of, get a breather, but the court is completely falling apart. And so we won't be traveling to this one because there's actually travel bans in place, but we are working with locals to get it done. And so that's what we're raising. Like, that's the immediate effect of the campaign. But we do have plans after that. So we have a court lined up in Sydney, Australia, another one in Syria, and one in California with former NBA champ Danny Green. And of course, if the campaign gets successful, then it kind of just unlocks more courts. And then when it comes to the rewards, we do have this gorgeous jersey that we've crafted, kind of like a symbol of you joining the team. And then we have the commemorative tees. We've created the figurine that's on the court. Also that you can kind of have on your desk, the starter pack, and then we have like a bit of a corporate pack. So if you want to actually sponsor the court and have your logo there, then there's a spot for that. And then there's a bit of an introduction about OK Bears, what we've done in the past, who we are, a bit of our collabs, our charity initiatives and partnerships, and just a little bit about who we are. And that's kind of that's how we're going out to the world. We're hoping that this makes the impact that we hope it deserves, and gives us a second lease on life, I would say. And then yeah, we'll see where we go. It's like a week away. We've submitted it. We're just waiting for approvals, and then we'll get loud about it on socials and hope for the best.
Guys, a couple of questions I have. Besides the Cameroon location, have you physically been to all of the courts, all the other courts? Or is that just the team, like the team that builds it has been there? Have you physically had
Do I
your
still
feet
have you
on-
there, guys?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. You're
Yeah,
still with
Put you
us.
to sleep?
No.
Can you hear
Taddy's-
Taddy?
No.
Oh,
He was just asking you a question. He basically just asked you, out of all the courts that you've been doing, have you been to all of them apart from Cameroon? Have you been to the others?
I've been to Indonesia. I've been to South Africa. I didn't go to the Lebanon one because Amin was there, so he went to that one. But yeah, we're at each of the courts that we're making.
It's amazing. I love what you're doing. Like when I buy NFTs now, I don't buy to flip really. I buy to support, and I think OK Bear shows that in a massive way. And I'm really interested to see what kind of different eyes you get on when you launch this campaign from different, a completely different demographic of people. Really, when you think about it, especially along the charity route, because like it's kind of almost pointing OK Bears into its own charity in itself, right? In doing what you're doing. So yeah, it's really interesting. I like it.
Taddy, I don't know if do you want to try again? Maybe guys can hear you. If you want to try again.
yeah. Can you guys hear me?
If someone else is talking, I can't hear them again.
Yeah, no. Taddy is trying to talk. Can you hear me,
Yeah.
Kai?
Let me.
Kai,
me
can
hop
you
in
hear?
and out.
Can you hear Lucky? Or am I like the only
Let me-
host?
I'm gonna hop in and out. I can only hear
Okay.
you, Rico. I'll be in and out again.
It's not a bad thing, mate. Don't worry.
He's like,
Alright.
thank goodness I can only hear Rico. These other guys asking me too many questions.
It's brilliant. It's really good to kind of hear it from his mouth what's been going on. I think there's one thing of going onto the website and trying to understand it, but actually hearing it from the founder himself of what's being done in the background, I think it's great. Kai, hopefully you can hear me now.
Can you hear me?
Can you
Yeah.
hear Taddy?
Okay. So my second question, thank you, Rico, for relaying my question of if you've actually been to the locations where the courts are. My second one was, have you always been into philanthropy and charity before OK Bears, or is this something that came upon you once you took the founder hat on of OK Bears? I was just curious.
No, it's something that kind of came about early on in my career. I was working for a design studio in London, and one of my earliest projects was with the UN of all organizations, and then there was another one with Save the Children, and the Save the Children one was literally just like a report, like a book that they do once a year, and it's got like their impact. And I was just like tasked with designing the actual book. But of course, when you're spending like a month or 2 months on something like that, and you're the one choosing the pictures and putting in the text, and you get to reading, and so like I that early experience was really kind of like career defining, and then I've done like I did a lot of commercial work, and I'm just not someone that's interested in it. Like if like for example, and it's kind of complete transparency, like since we don't get paid from OK Bears, like it's been like 6 months, 7 months where we just don't take anything out. We've had to go find jobs on the side, and my wife was saying, like, with the portfolio that you have, why don't you try to go for like, why don't you apply to like an Apple or a Nike or whatever, like to go get one of these? And I'm like, there is like, I can't think of anything worse than spending the rest of my life trying to get people to buy shoes or phones. Like, what kind of sad existence is that? Honestly, like, or like spending the rest of my life, in the entertainment industry. I'm like, I don't like, we're in such a privileged situation, just by virtue of not needing food and shelter, that like I can't imagine dedicating so much time in my workday to something so empty. And so I've been working with like a couple of foundations and non-for-profits, and I'm advising a couple of we've got, for example, the Children's Medical Research Institute in Sydney. I kind of work with them on their crypto donation strategy, for example, and things like that. So it has been something. It also potentially comes from maybe how I grew up. I grew up in Lebanon. I've experienced a few wars. I've experienced a lot of political unrest, and you see people struggle, and you see people lose loved ones, and it kind of just changes your perspective on life, I think. And so, yeah, I don't have any interest in pure commercialization. And so we're trying to think, okay, if we create like a mission-driven brand, then yes, of course you are commercial, you need to sell things, but at least a portion of what you make, or all of what you make, goes towards making the world a better place. And I can't think of a better marketing strategy than changing people's lives. I think it's because, like, the worst that comes from it is you would have changed some people's lives, even if everything else fails. So yeah, it's just it's been kind of ingrained in me, and I'm thankful for that.
Wow. Thank you for answering that. That's incredible. I gotta just say this, but now after what you just said, I always said, like, I felt like you guys dropped the ball by not having plushies, or not having, partnering with Build-A-Bear or whatnot. But hearing you say that you're not interested in, commercial stuff, like, it makes perfect sense why that never happened. Or, I mean, maybe it did fall through or something like that. You had plans for it, but just the pivot that you guys are doing does not fit with the ethos of making plushies and making sure everyone has one of those. So I think you answered my own question for me.
That's all right. Look, I mean, early days, as I told you, we had a lot of confusion, but we had so many things fall through. Like, I can list off maybe 10 brands that we got close to launching things with. Ralph Lauren, H&M, Volcom, Razer, and like so many of these conversations were happening because, like, we got signed by IMG early days, and they opened so many doors. But then FTX happened, and all these doors shut. He's like, nah, not touching crypto. See you guys later. And so, yeah, it's we had tried early on. I don't think I have the interest at the moment, but if these things do crop up, I understand their value when it comes to brand exposure. And as long as we can get these brands to pledge funds for another court, then yeah, we will collaborate with them. But empty collabs and just like putting products on shelves is just like, yeah, not really that interesting at the moment.
Kai, Mox has kind of put a comment in. As part of the corporate sponsors option, could one include the purchase of an OK Bear with customized jersey matching the company's branding? The NFT then becomes soul-bound once the metadata is updated. He says he knows companies that would consider doing that to have a media kit to show their support for good causes on socials.
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
I mean, I would absolutely love that, and I think this is definitely one of the steps that we would take if the Kickstarter is successful. But an interesting thing to talk to you guys about, for example, like with Kickstarter, they wanted us to remove all references to financial instruments, not necessarily crypto. So this is not them saying we hate crypto and NFTs, but they don't promote financial products. And so we've had to pull back on offering any crypto NFT related incentive. But that's only for the Kickstarter campaign. Like the moment that is done and we get the success, those are really good ideas that I think we will follow through. And I would say, like, I would love to start with Web3 brands that want to make an impact, whether it's DEXs, whether it's people building software, whatever. Like, we would love to collaborate with companies that don't have this graphic or visual outlet and then offer that to them. So it's definitely something that's on our mind. But for now, all focus is on trying to break through that Kickstarter and then seeing, what happens after a month.
Mox is our silent third co-host, so that's a great question, Mox. So what, I don't know if you mentioned this and I missed it. What is the goal, the raising goal that you're trying to do on Kickstarter? What's the amount?
The equivalent of 50K USD.
And that's to fund the first call. Well, another call, right?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say like 17 million or something. I feel like 50K should be something that can be achievable very quickly, man. I'll definitely support as well. That's okay. All right.
When's the question on the Kickstarter? When does that go live on Kickstarter? Do you know?
Next week.
Okay.
I will send you guys links. Don't worry. I will send you links. I'm like, yo, give something. Share it with your friends and family.
Is that the campaign? You're doing it court by court, so each Kickstarter will be a court?
Well, the way Kickstarter works is you can surpass your goal and the campaign will keep going. So for basically, if you don't hit your goal, then everyone gets refunded. If you hit your goal, then it just keeps going and it keeps mounting. And so there is a chance that we end up funding 3 or 4 courts in the one campaign itself. We're hoping that will be the case.
Okay, got it. So you started low and are looking to see what the support's going to be, and I think you guys smashed that, to be honest.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, you're definitely.
But what I'll say is, like, for people that that are listening is, we've grown accustomed to asking the question of like, what do I get when I buy this NFT? And I think like for the next month and a half, I need you to think, what do I give when I buy this NFT? And that's less because of the requirement for funds, and it's more for the requirement of people pledging on that campaign. Because yes, somebody can come and donate.
Oh, did he freeze? He's frozen on me.
Yeah, it's frozen for me too.
Frozen on me as well. Connection might be interrupted, so hopefully he can jump back on.
Rico, I got something for you to build. Judah has a question in Orbis chat. Is there anything out there in Sol or crypto, for that matter, similar to Kickstarter?
Yeah, I was thinking of that a minute ago, actually.
There are some. There's probably one or two. There's probably one or two.
Oh, you can hear us. He's back. Okay, we lost you there for a second. You froze for about 20 seconds there. So
that's all right.
Right, guys, do you remember what you was talking about before you froze?
No.
Yeah, I do. You were talking about, instead of buying to get, you're talking more about
about the NFT value of buying and giving when you're buying.
Yeah, it's like what do I get when I buy this NFT? It's like now think, what can I give when I buy this NFT? Just for the next month. And I was saying that like the importance of the Kickstarter campaign is to validate that there's a large number of people interested. Not that like if someone comes in and pledges $10,000 from a single user, yes, that's great for raising funds for the court, but it's not great for validation. Like, it's much better if there's 100 people that pledge a total of $5,000 than it is one person pledging 10. So it really is about spreading that word, getting to see if other people are interested, on and on and on.
Just like a hold account for your NFT collection. You want more.
Yes. Less whales, more single holders, please.
Yes.
Definitely. Please do share the link on that. We'll definitely kind of pop it up on the streams that we do and kind of actively support what you got going on there, because like these chaps are saying, absolutely amazing stuff that you're working on. Definitely down to support with that. Guys, in terms of besides the courts, right, is there any further vision you have for OK Bears, or is it just the court side that you're looking to do at the moment? And also after that, I want to touch on these secondary collections that have been put out by OK Bears, but I'll let you go with the first question first.
I think The big vision is that we become a sports brand that is rooted in art, and where all the purchases go towards, making the world a better place. We started with basketball, but there's the chance to do paddle courts, tennis courts, concrete football courts. So there are plans for expansion and way forward. And I think if we're able to validate through the Kickstarter, we will also potentially be considering our first ever raise, because we now have a very clear direction and we'd need some people on our side to take it to the next level. But as I said, it really is about, taking it step by step.
No doubt. No doubt. Okay, so these the collection, secondary collection that you mentioned, could just remind me the names of it again? It was okay. Was it dogs?
So we have OK Dogs, we have the founder coins, and we have decimals.
Right. Could you kind of just break down the purpose of each of those?
So the founder coins is basically back when volume was going crazy. We wanted to we wanted to thank the community by giving something back. And it's very tricky to kind of give funds back. So what we did is we created gold back NFTs. And so the NFT itself is a picture of a coin, and of course it's generative and it's got like different designs on it. We did 3 different iterations of them. But then, and those were free, like people didn't have to pay anything for them. They were airdropped. Basically, an NFT could have a 1/4 gram of gold, half, 1 gram, 5 or 10 grams. And then if you collect 10 grams worth of coins, you can actually redeem them again for free for a 10-gram gold physical coin. And so that whole experience was a bit of an experiment, but also one of the ways that we tried to reward community for our growth. Now, and funny enough, those are now the only NFTs that will never go to zero, because they are, gold backed, which is quite funny. Well, not really, they're not technically gold backed, but like you can collect them and then get some gold if you have 10 grams. So, and those are the 3 designs that we made. So that was completely free, airdrop to holders over time. The other one was decimals, also completely free, back when the Bitcoin craze was happening, and we wanted to create like companions for the bears, and so we also had a completely free airdrop. They're inscribed on block 78, which is I think yes, all right. So the first transaction between 2 blocks on Bitcoin is a transaction between block 9 and block 78, and so decimals are put on block 78, also completely free. And we sourced the sats free, but we also migrated a few OK Bears to Bitcoin, and we put them on block 9 sats, which are like the rarest sats available, also completely free. So those 2 collections, no funds were raised. And then the third one was OK Dogs, for a variety of reasons. We wanted to expand the OK universe. We wanted to expand into Ethereum without moving the bears away. So that minted a couple of years ago. It was under the impression that Magic Eden was going to be ETH's preferred marketplace. There was like this announcement made by all the ETH giants that they're only going to use Magic Eden. And so we thought, okay, this is a really good strategic time to drop something on Magic Eden's ETH marketplace. We were the first mint. It minted out, but then there was some trouble listing on secondaries. And eventually, none of these collections committed to making Magic Eden their primary place of trade. Everyone kept using OpenSea, and that all kind of went downhill. So really, we had bigger plans for these, but they just didn't eventuate because of things that we can control and others that we can't control. And that collection, we ended up raising, I think it's like 1.7, 1.8 mil. But unfortunately, a lot of those funds actually we couldn't really make use of them, because a month and a half later, with the community starting to implode, with my co-founders, I would say, losing faith, if not interest, in Web3 altogether. We went through the discussions for the breakup, and then some funds were given, and so like we were left with a little bit, but not all of the funds. And I would say, like, okay, dogs, of course I couldn't foresee it at the time, but it is probably like our biggest mistake in the space. But who's not done mistakes, right? So yeah, those are the 3 collections.
Yeah, no doubt. Are there plans for anything else?
No, I don't think we're ever minting any NFTs ever again.
Yeah, that's it. Done with the dogs. Were the last one.
Yeah,
fair enough. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on, my friend. I love the cause that behind OK Bears. It's kind of giving me a further insight. I was saying this to Taddy and Rico whilst you were having connection issues. It's all well and good people going onto the website and kind of reading up about it, but hearing it from your mouth and the vision, and just adding the human touch to it, it gives a much more better appeal, in my opinion. Anyway, so I appreciate you kind of taking the time out and jumping on. If you still got a bit of time, and if Taddy and Rico don't have any questions, would love you to stay on, and kind of what we'd like to do on Floor Watch is just have a look at the NFT market in general, and see what's being done with other projects. But if you've got to go, because I know you've got to spend some time with the kids, it's absolutely fine, my friend. So it's absolutely, the ball is in your court, shall we say?
Yeah, I do have to hop off.
Okay, no
breakfast,
problem,
etc. But thank you guys so much for having me.
Of course.
And yeah, I'll be spamming you with those links in a couple of days. Thank you.
Yeah,
I do have one question from the chat in Orbis. It's from Grandpa Ozzy. He wants to know, where in Sydney are you working?
In Parramatta.
You hear that, Grandpa Ozzy? All right, yeah. He wanted me to ask that. He asked that a while back, so I told him when I got time I would ask. So.
All right, cool, man. We will let you guys know as well. Like, there's a lot of holders and Web3 community members in Sydney. We'll invite everyone to come and paint with us.
Let's go. All right. Appreciate your time. Like Lucky said, thank you so much for spending it with us.
All right, thank you guys. Peace.
Take care.
Take care, boy.
Peace. Fellas, amazing. I did not know that side of OK Bears, if I'm completely honest with you.
You feel the passion when he's talking, right? And the integrity. That's what stands out to me.
When he said that when the royalty wallet was at 0 for the last court, I was like, hold the phone. What are we talking about? This, like, y'all gave up all your money for this charity work? It's incredible.
Yeah. I think
it's incredible.
It's amazing. And the change, the difference it's making wherever these courts are, allowing people to kind of go and play and enjoy it. I think that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
100, man.
Rico, I don't think there's a other project that's doing anything similar. Or correct me if I'm wrong.
No, like I said earlier, it's different gravy, mate, different level. And it's going to be interesting to see like I said earlier, the demographic of people that perhaps get introduced to OK Bears during this Kickstarter, because it really is different. So
and not only is it different, but it's still, I mean, think about it, we're all gonna be okay, that's their moniker, and to transition into charity work is like I don't know, fait accompli, you know what I mean? It's like, what are we doing here? It seems like it was meant to be from the beginning.
No doubt. Right, Taddy, shall we kick off Floor Watch and have a look at the NFT market and see what's going on? I
was going to buy some OK Bears then a minute ago, but I'm going to save buying some NFTs from the floor for the Kickstarter instead.
Like it. Yeah, I might do the same too, Rico. I've been trying to get this NFT that I sold at the top of the market, and it's I'm sure I told you this.
Just to say,
just for like nostalgia's sake, but I might just get one just to get one now and say, oh, hey ho, I missed out. But no, I mean, 50K. That should fill in an instant, I would think.
What number was the NFT? Go on, share it.
Let me bring it up.
Oh shit!
Go on then. You know what it is.
Yeah. I put it up on Spaces before, man.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Do you want to share it now?
6211, 6211.
6211.
So Rico, I put a bid out for 1.5.
It's not for sale. Okay.
Yeah, it's not for sale. I put a bid out for 1.5 back.
I was gonna buy it
a while back, and he sold into a bid for he insta sold it for 0.99, and he would have got 1.5 sold if he looked at my bid. So yeah, man, I guess it wasn't meant to be, but hey ho, it's all good.
This is the one, Teddy, right?
Yeah, that's it, bro. Look at him.
Just chilling in this
bit of
wallet
book smart, a little bit of gangster. It's all good.
I just realized the time, right? I think Teddy's about time to give something away.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So let me bring up Twitter Picker, and all you had to do was like and retweet the stream, giving you guys plenty of notice. You know the drill on Floor Watch. We're gonna start off with this liminal, absolutely fire.
Literally.
Let's get the link for the stream and give this away. And just a reminder, if you don't come forward with your wallet in 72 hours, this is just going to go back into our wallet and be given away on the next stream. So please do make sure, if you do win, drop us a DM with your wallet, Solana wallet, and we can ping your prize over to you. Right,
we're talking to you, El Ringo. We're talking to you. You still got to claim your prize from yesterday.
Was he the last one left?
Yeah, I believe we only gave 3 away yesterday, right? Was it 3 or 4?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was 3. And then we started giving away GOTM and Salami and all sorts.
Oh, then it was more than. How many NFTs did we give away?
3.
Oh, okay. Then there's a couple then, because I've given away the 1.5 Salami, and then I sent the hated to I can't remember who, but I sent that out. And
okay.
So there's 3 other things we got to give out. Who was the GOTM to?
Oh God, no! You're asking me, mate.
Was that Val?
I'll have to.
Anyway,
no,
we'll have to re-listen.
Yeah, we'll rewatch.
Maybe we should write these down, huh?
I'm writing it right now. Kirsty Hunt. Kirsty, you've won that liminal. Let me write this down.
She always wins, bro. She always wins.
Kirsty Hunt. Teddy.
Yeah, she always wins. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. What are we saying? I think let's give away the liminal to Kirsty. Kirsty, if you can DM me your wallet. Did she DM you last time, Teddy?
She did not DM me. Okay. I don't think. I can check. Let me double check.
Kirsty, if you DM me your wallet, we'll get that liminal over to you. And then later on, we'll be giving away this hated. Don't forget, we've got JT coming on the block on Monday, 5 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be chopping up with him as well. Right, NFT market, Teddy, Rico. I know you've got to be kind of diplomatic in these kind of things. Anything that's caught your eye recently?
Oh, okay. What you're looking at the moment, the volume. That's good. So what you're looking at here is heat maps, right? That's quite promising. Okay, volume 24 hours. There's a lot of green there, so that's positive.
Yeah, definitely.
Anything that caught my eye?
You mentioned about a play, right? You mentioned you scooped up a few mad lads at 7 Sol, right? Me and Teddy were discussing when it dipped to that, and we were like, this is going to go back up.
And we didn't buy any.
But we did follow our own kind of advice. But yeah, mad lads, you grabbed a few, yeah? Yes.
Only 3.
Okay.
7.4, 7.5, and I don't know what the third price. I can't remember. It does not show me for some reason.
And that's your first time buying those? You haven't.
That's my first time. Obviously, I tried to buy them at mint, missed out, and then it went from 4 Sol to 8 Sol to 16 Sol to freaking whatever.
Yeah, bro.
And it's like and they're gonna come back down. They never did. And then,
they never did. They sure never did, bro. I was so upset.
So was that 4 years ago?
Yeah, and I had like 25 Sol in there, and I was like, nah, I'm not buying the top. These things are coming back down, and then nope, they sure as hell did not.
I know a lot of people a lot of holders that say had them were just holding them for the, for the benefits, for the airdrops, and the big hype in terms of waiting for the backpack coin airdrop and stuff. But the Mad Lads team, they're not silly. Aman is not stupid, and they're building a huge project, right? That exchange they're building is no small project to build. So I think people picking them up now are like people that are probably more collectors. So I think definitely a good time to get in. What they gone up to now though?
11. Last I saw was 11 or 12.
They were close to 12. Right now, 11.83.
Yeah,
on
still 3 times what they minted for when you think of it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did you pick up? Was it just a lad, or wasn't a lassie by any chance?
No.
I doubt if you see a lassie on the floor. To be fair.
No, I did look at one. It was like, I think it was 17 sold at the time I was looking.
All right.
Yo, you mentioned our money. You guys in chats with each other? You guys talk often at all?
Not directly. We're in a chat with another social guy from Mad Lads in terms of some other stuff, but no, not directly with us.
Okay.
Right. So, Mad Lads was a play. It's sitting nicely at 12. We've got Famous Foxes with 24-hour slight pump at 4.55. These Bro Tato is obviously avid fan of these, Taddy, as we know. He kind of flexed his bag on us and showed us highlighted what he's won in quests, right? These weekly quests they do. I was saying to him that I'm sure it's not the first and last time you'll ever win like 5-6 soul from a weekly quest, but he's got, how many foxes did he have, Teddy?
I think he said 50.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, he flexed on us. He's like, I just won 5 soul from missions. It's like, what? He's like, yeah. His wallet. So we looked at his wallet. I tracked it down via the PFP that he has for the SMB, and it's literally a who's who of NFTs throughout the last 5 years. It's crazy. Like, it is the NFT database.
Yeah. So, it's like a museum up in there, to be fair.
Truly.
It's like a museum. Definitely.
And he said, which one? When I said, we looked at your wallet, he said, which one? I was like, bro, you need another one after this one? What are we doing?
Rico, do you hold an SMB Gen 2?
I used to. That's one NFT that I sold quite high. Haven't bought back in yet. I'd like to. I will do.
Yeah.
The couple of NFTs I don't have is probably just out of all the projects on there, literally Klano and a SMB2.
SMB2, yeah.
I had one and had it for about 3 years, I think. It was my PFP, it was everywhere. But
okay.
I eventually let it go. When I started doing my own projects and stuff, it was like all the other projects I've got one or multiple NFTs from all of them.
One more thing I want to highlight too is just I'd never really thought of the perspective of FTX from a project's point of view, man, and from a founder's point of view, and the way he was talking about it, just how that hit. I was like, oh man, I can only imagine. So that's just crazy.
That's a black swan event, isn't it? That's one of those big black swan events. A bit like Trump doing a coin on Solana. I think that was a kind of a black swan event. Almost took us to the all-time high, right?
Sure did. Extract liquidity now.
Well, the amount of liquidity that came over from Ethereum for people to buy Solana to get in on the token, I think that was massive. That was the
I remember seeing it at Trump coin at like 2 billion. I'm like, no, I'm not buying the top. And then I looked later, it was like at 20 billion. I was like, what the hell is wrong with people? Oh my god.
For 2 weeks I was on socials like every day, and I thought it just the day that launched, right? I thought, fuck it, I'm turning off socials. I'm going to concentrate on getting something built, finished, or whatever. What happened to he tweets out, I would have been on it as well. Do you know? Like, That's one of them. I think fucking you miss everything, don't you?
No, you definitely do. Just by fading, I was like, it's already above bonk. No, I'm not buying it. And then it like quadrupled. I was like, oh, come on, man.
I decided to build a marketplace 5 years later. You know, I'm the only thing I'm in the future in is the fucking stream. Everything else I'm in the past.
Oh, God. Rico, just a quick one in terms of for Orbis, right? Because we've got you on. What is there any kind of latest updates? Have we got anything? Have we gone up to? How many collections have we gone up to now? We are sitting at 129 collections.
Wait,
really
Rico, before you answer that, bro, how was your vacation first? How was your vacation?
Do you know what was really good? It was just it was just four couples. We went on like a mini cruise to Amsterdam. Only from England to Amsterdam, so you know, like just 2 days of traveling on the boat, basically just, you know, getting pissed, and then 2 days in Amsterdam getting pissed and a bit of smoke. And it was kind of funny because, you know, most of us haven't smoked since we were like you know, like 18, 19 or whatever. And yeah, so we were just rolling around Amsterdam laughing at each other saying anything, you know.
Nice.
But no, it was really good. It was nice to just kick back and just relax a bit for a few days.
Recharged.
Exactly, yeah, just have a recharge, you know, see some
Nice.
friends and have a good time, etc.
Good stuff, man. All right. Now on to business, man. I just had to find out, man. Just wanted to know how your vacation was.
Yeah, so yeah, 120 projects. It's easy to add projects, and we'll add more very soon. But obviously, just being in beta, there's no point just adding like 1,000 projects in one go. There's no need because you know, we've been testing. The good thing is we're pretty much there. We're like 99% done now. There'll be a couple of little tweaks and things as we move forwards. A few things in the back end. The big thing that's going on at the moment is the security audit by Hashlock. So that's the kind of I know where we are with it. It's good news anyway. So just keep an eye out for stuff over the next week, I guess.
Is that a feather in your cap? You're glad it's over with, done and over with? You've been kind of dreading it.
I mean, as much as you know things are secure, it's nice to have that you know, like guarantee 100%. You know, it helps you sleep at night as well, which is key. Like knowing people's funds are safe, NFTs are safe. That's the biggest thing. Like, you know, if there's something wrong on the website, an image isn't showing or something like that, that's just simple little stuff, you know. But the key thing is the smart contract being secure. That's massive. So the good news is you know, that's done, but that'll be published soon, and we'll put some details out about that.
Congrats.
Yeah,
let's go.
It has been a grind for the you know, getting this built and getting it to where it is now. So the next thing will just be automating some stuff, automating the collection adding basically. So at the moment, you know, new collections that are minting are being automatically added to votes. But what we'll probably do is when we come out of beta, we'll kind of scrap the voting process and just let them list automatically, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
okay.
So
the ones that are on vote now, those are they're going to take priority in terms of listing them.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So we might not. Sorry, I said that a bit too vague. We're not going to completely disregard that process immediately. It could be 6 months. It could be a year. I don't know yet. We'll see.
Okay. Sorry, Taddy, you was going to say something?
No. I just said let them list.
Yeah, exactly.
There's been quite a few that have been added here, right? Yeah. Okay. Teddy, I know I mentioned this to you earlier, right? I am looking at purchasing some NFTs today. And I was looking at Rogues, right?
You and me both, brother. You and me both.
I'm looking at Rogues. Rika, you got these? You got any?
Yeah,
you did.
Not loads. I've probably got 1, 2. So look.
Yeah, I was looking at them, Teddy.
I was recently asked in chat if I had one from Mr. Champ. And,
right, yeah, we highlighted him yesterday, right?
We showed his. Well, I mean, it looked like all of his bag, but it looked like at least over I don't know, 50, 60 NFTs. And so,
Yeah.
But he also said he appreciated the stream, man, and he liked it and tried and tune in as much as possible. So shout out to Mr. Champ. Appreciate you, bro.
No, they're cool, and I like the artwork. They're a bit different.
Yeah, exactly. Taddy, are you in the market for these as well?
Yeah, I mean, I think I need to remedy it. I've chronicled my trepidation with rabbits, with bunnies and homies and Dappy Gang. So maybe the third time is a charm for sure. But I do like the artwork, man. I love the artwork. I think the artwork's pretty good. So long overdue. And Valen's been preaching from the rafters, buy a rogue. I think it's even in his Discord handle, like buy a rogue. So
Valen's going to probably hit you up in all this chat now and give you some alpha. But I'm just doing it for the artwork. I really like the artwork. I need to find out exactly what's been going on there. I'm not going to make up shit and say I know what they're doing and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm doing it for the art, man. And I'm in the market for it, man. I'm in the market for it. So yeah, if you see me purchasing one live on stream, let me know your thoughts. But yeah, I've got to go through these kind of traits and pick out one that kind of appeals to me.
Yeah, you're gonna get people who's listed. They're gonna be like, no, buy this, buy 3274.
I think I just saw a listing go up. This person listed it. Wait, let me check. Who listed what?
Shit.
Someone.
That is funny, man.
30 seconds ago, this one was listed. Someone's listing it.
I just bought that.
Did you buy that?
I just bought that.
You just bought that.
I just bought that literally a few seconds ago.
Let's go.
Mate.
Let's go.
I like these helmets here. That's nice. And hey, it's got a carrot. That's a nice one. What skin is that? Fur Blue Moon. Okay.
Yeah, you got a fur. You're a gold guy, aren't you? I love gold.
Yeah, well, the golden gains. Yeah, I'm keeping that. Even though when Enrico announced those kind of emissions are going down, I was like, I don't care. It's just the way it looks. It's golden. It is fucking golden. So.
Oh, it's just in gains. I thought you were a gold guy in any collection.
No. So I've got gold puffsters, right? But just my PFB is not the gold one. Gold. The gold that was on the gains that just slapped differently. But saying that, talking about puffsters, they're going to be on OTB at the end of the month, and we're going to be seeing, Rico, the new platform that you've kind of built out, swapped out. That's going to be Sin is going to actually do the first art swap over live on stream.
When in 10 days?
Yep. Is it not ready?
Don't put a spanner in the works, Rico.
He's like, hold up, bro. It's not even ready.
The platform's built, and I've tested it with one NFT.
Right.
But it's different to uploading 1800. It should be fine, but it just, I know it'd be one of them late nights for me probably. But yeah, we'll see. It depends how the information all comes back to me. Like, here you go, Rico. Here's a folder. Here's all the images in it, and here's all the metadata, or just a spreadsheet with all the data on. But we'll see how clean it is.
Well,
I don't know.
Hopefully it all goes off. Well, he's going to be doing the first a few. I think mine and Teddy's are the first ones to kind of be done. So
that's one art upgrade I'm looking forward to. That art that's coming is. It's next level. It's up there with one of the best on Solana for sure. Yeah.
And I really liked it. It's a community member that's kind of helped out Sarah as well. That's been really good. The traits are looking really good, and definitely looking forward to that. But Taddy, to answer your question, gold for me, I think the best gold that I have is actually that gains. So that's staying safely in the wallet.
So what's your favorite skins? You an X-ray guy? You a Skelly guy? What are we talking about other than gold? What are you looking? Well, basically, what are you looking at in rogues? What skins catch your eye? I guess is my question.
I'm not too fussed about the gold skins on these. I'm looking at just overall the other traits. If I'm honest with you, more so, I like the helmet. That looks pretty cool.
You gonna find one with a beard? Is there a rabbit with a beard?
Wait. Is there a rabbit?
See if there's a beard trait.
Thanks God. Mustache. Hey, he's got a mustache.
There you go. Stash works.
Hey, look at this one.
Yo, that sombrero one is fire. Yo, that's me right there. I like
This
that
person
one.
knows what he's doing. Let's have a look at his
Yeah.
wallet.
Yeah.
Oh, so
That's
got-
it. Two.
No,
so
2 and 2.
Oh, you got to get rid of the mustache trait. It's blocking
Clear
you.
that.
You got-
Oh, okay. Sombrero Maxi.
He likes him. He likes him a lot. Rhythm said Taddy and his bunnies. EJC said he has 2 stories: the bunnies from his family and the bear. Yeah, man. I'll tell my bunny story is real, bro. I'm
I've got to
traumatized.
look at the grills on this, right?
Yeah, look at the 1-of-1s. The Soul Rogue is
Oh,
fire.
look at that. Wait. Oh, shit. I like that.
Check out that Soul Rogue. It's listed for 100
Rico,
souls.
what's happening here when the image on chain not available? Just clarify for the viewers. What does that actually mean? What's
Let
going
me
on?
have a look and look at one. So just do me a favor. Click on one that's not available,
Okay.
Okay.
and then click on the little.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
that's
box.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, click on that. Is it?
My
So
eyes.
that takes you to the URL, the actual image from the
Rogues
JSON online. So is that not
NFT.com.
loading? No.
Yeah.
It's metadata.roguesnft.com.
Yeah, there's obviously something wrong with it. If it's not even loading the genuine like image.
Yeah, so it's a
then-
problem on their side.
Yes. There is something I'm looking at doing soon.
Okay.
Did that just load then?
No, this is a
no,
different
that's a
one.
different one.
Just that
Oh, different one.
specific one,
Okay, okay.
doesn't line up. Yeah.
Something I'm looking at doing. I'm not 100% yet. Is potentially keeping a copy of the NFT. But the problem is, like, you know, you try and load that. It's hard to know whether we'd end up just with an image that doesn't work. Like whether we should basically store all the images, but it could end up being quite.
It could actually be Lucky's internet because he still has dial-up, so that's also.
No, I don't think it is.
No,
It's
look,
just literally.
It just, you know what it does? Look, it loads and then it disappears. See that?
Give me a number. 3299.
Yeah, 3299.
It's something to do. Yeah, metadata.rogues NFT. They're obviously got their own hosting their own images, and this for some reason it's not working. So it's not an issue our side. It's theirs.
Ooh, these 1-of-1s are fire though, man.
Oh, look at this. The King Joker.
wait.
Oh, look
Oh.
at this. No,
Again, there's
come
definitely
on,
an issue.
man.
It would probably show on other marketplaces because they're caching
Look at that.
the images on the CDN, but that's pretty cool.
Yo, look at the
Mm.
the Kintsugi Oni Rogue. You see that one?
Where's that, Teddy? All right, hold on. Let me just come down and make this a bit smaller.
That one. There it is. Yep. No, next to it. To the right.
This one, yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Ooh. Is this a bit of you, Teddy?
That's. I mean, I don't even know what to say about how gangster that one is. Look at that thing, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, sheesh.
You know, that thing might be cursed. You have that in your wallet. You might get hit by a bus or something. Fuck me.
No, these are, yeah.
Whew.
Ooh, Inferno. Look at that. Oh, fuck. Yeah, they need to
why.
kind of.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, these are sick. Chat, who's in chat got a rogue? I know, but EJC's probably got a couple of rogues as well. Oh, look at that visor.
Ooh, look at that. That is nice.
That is clean, right?
Man. No, the artwork slaps. So I mean, just on art alone, it's like you're getting. I mean, I haven't seen one that looks terrible.
No. Oh, look.
Maybe
at
this
one.
maybe this rinses my bunny experiences. Maybe.
Frozen. Okay. So yeah, these look absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, this is fire. This is fire.
Let's go back to
Retro Rogue.
what I
What's the
can-
retro Rogue, Mox? Talk to me.
retro? Let's type in retro. Retro 3D. Mox, is that one you're saying? These ones?
Maybe it was the title 101. It was a retro road.
Oh, sorry,
other
my bad.
titles.
Let's
Could
go
be.
back to
Could be.
Let's go back
You
to
missed it.
Red Common Retro.
Might have to reach out to DGen founder and ask him about his hosting for those images.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Oh shit! Look at this one, the headless one.
Oh, whoa, bro, what is going on? That is some next level creativity. Are you shitting me? It's all muscle, the skin is gone and it's headless? What are we talking about? That is
Blew its head off.
I love it, bro. I love it. Man, is that listed? That's not listed, is it? It's
Nah,
frozen.
nah. Hey, let's see who owns this one.
Yeah, that is wow. Wow. That's my favorite one so far. That's incredible.
Yeah, that your favorite one?
Yeah, that's easily a 101, and it's not saying that it's a 101, but wow. Wow. So the radioactives are live now, right? How many did they do? What, 20, 30? Do you know?
Is that
Can you
up
go to
on
count?
the
Should be.
radioactive 5?
No, it's got to
Okay.
be more than 5. Only
Says-
5 listed?
5 lists. No, these are not even
5 in
listed.
general. Wow.
This is just overall. So
Okay. Were you able to grab any of those radioactive misfits? I grabbed one. And then they
no,
disappeared
I
instantly.
didn't. We'll have a look at those as well. We'll have a look at those.
Just curious. Just curious how they both came out in the same week is pretty goated. The
Yeah.
Rogue one.
I'm just gonna go down.
The one above that one, Mox said. It's a 101.
Oh, it is a 1 of 1.
Yeah.
Which one is the? Okay, let me go back to Red Common.
Just 101s.
1 of. Which one is it, Teddy?
He said the Retro Rogue. Right there.
This
right
one.
there.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
okay.
Oh, yeah, that's nice too.
That's clean.
That's nice. 69 on the visor. What are we talking about? It's like, oh, I see, Mox. You're funny. You're funny. I get it because it's a robo buddy. Mox. Mox got an elephant memory, man. Yeah, no doubt. There it is.
Purged Rogue. Check this Purged Rogue out if it loads.
That's funny. That's funny, Mox. Oh, whoa, bro. Is the artist okay? Who did the art on these? We need to check on them. Are they still alive? Bro, the art is insane on these. Wow.
Clean.
You know, I literally really did fade just because of my past bunny experiences with NFTs, but the art on these is next level, truly.
Rika, do you know what they've got cooking up?
I don't, mate. No. I don't got no time to speak to anyone, including the wife.
Okay, this one.
Well, you bought yourself some time going on vacation. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Got some brownie points for that.
no doubt.
exactly.
Oh god.
Oh, are
It's
you
tough,
are you
man.
getting one? Are you getting one? Are you just browsing? What are you doing?
You know, pick one up, but
Feel
Yeah.
free not to if you can't find one because there's
no.
way too many.
I'm in the
bro.
market for it. Maybe I just need to kind of spend a bit more time. But radioactive Taddy from Misfits. Okay, let's have a look. Where are we? Radio.
I do like the glitch skin on Rogues. Those are pretty cool.
Oh, Misfits have gone up a bit in price, haven't they?
Yeah.
When they 0.16.
No, they never went down that far. Anomaly went down that far. Misfits, I think the lowest was 0.21, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. But maybe it did. Maybe someone sold in the bid at that price, if I remember correctly. But I don't think it went that low. You can look at the chart. Look at the chart. Look, it shows.
Radioactive is not on the skin list. Taddy.
Yeah, I know, bro. I know. That's the thing. I don't. Because there's only 20 of them. I can't remember, bro. It's sold out instantly too.
I've still got to do some work on the charts. It's not easy.
Mhm.
So first of all,
Okay.
if you go scroll up, I mean it's trading view, but if you scroll up and change it from daily to like 4 hour, top left. Yeah, there you go.
4 hours.
It's not too bad on this collection. So there's two things I need to get rid of. The spikes. It doesn't look too bad on this collection, but
Let me zoom out.
Right.
No, it's not too bad. Yeah, it needs.
Looks like Guitar Hero.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's difficult. Like trying to make it look like a token chart is very difficult when it doesn't have the same kind of trading volume and liquidity and different price points. But yes, I need to do some more work on this, and ones that we don't have the full historical data for yet imported. I need to look at trying to import that, but it's a mammoth task.
Imported from ME? Imported from where?
No, just directly from on chain. So
Oh, got it.
you can imagine, like, you look at a collection like OK Bears or D-Gods, where they have millions of transactions. Each one NFT can have hundreds of thousands.
Someone that's doing something similar at the moment is Brotato.
Rotato, yeah, I'm in DMs with bro. Yeah. He's struggling with some bits at the moment because of ME shutting down their APIs. And the thing is, I've got lots of people asking me to use our APIs, but it's tough because it starts becoming expensive. Like there's a lot of people asking if they can piggyback off some of the stuff we're doing. But then every time someone does, it's reading our database, and every read is essentially like credits being used.
As your credits being used.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Rico, do you use non-fungible N? You use Infin at all?
I don't use it. No, I've been on there a couple of times just to have a look. I have signed up, but yeah, just haven't had time to mess around really.
Oh, fair enough. Kanye says burn Carroots for Radio Fur, going live soon. That's from Kanye. Judah, I get it. I have way too many You know what? I burned on my bunnies and homies back when they rug, and recently got more when Shilly Billy came. I got rank 1 of that bad boy, so I'm right there with you. The bunnies and homies. So I guess I actually bought back into bunnies by getting back into bunnies and homies.
You're believing again, Taddy.
Well, I'm a risk first reward, and they were super cheap to do it. So
Yeah. No, definitely.
Literally, it was like 45 cents or something. I meant this, if I remember correctly. It was ridiculous. So
yeah. No, I'm definitely in the market for a rogue. We'll have to kind of do a bit more. Oh, they went down to 0.47. Oh, that's 25. I'm going back too far back. 0.41.
Which skin did you say was your favorite, or you didn't?
No, I didn't. I think I'm looking at the other traits, to be fair. But yeah, I think this one is probably going to take a bit more time to kind of offline and kind of sit down properly and have a look at one I really like. And yeah, if it's not
take too long, mate, I'll just buy anything.
Right.
I do.
Good.
Gone.
I'll have a quick look within 5 seconds. Either by floor or on top view.
Yeah, Rico, I think I asked you this before, but I can't quite remember what you said. Where does Orbis get its rarity rank from of collections?
It's mixed.
Okay.
So either we have our own rarity system, or it uses how rare. So 2.
Got it.
Probably gonna make it all just use our own because it's the best way. Yeah. So. And it's if we do it ourselves, it's just more sustainable. It's easier. We don't have to keep reading the how rare. It's just when NFTs collections are static, it's kind of easy.
Right.
But obviously, when you update one NFT in a collection, all of a sudden it's you're now talking about dynamic rarity system. So you have to update every single rarity card on every single NFT. And across a collection like this, where you're looking at 10,000 NFTs. I mean, luckily this one's static, but you can kind of bake it into the snapshot. So it's not like trying to read it every time. But when you're looking at some big collections that are dynamic and they keep changing, and these are the kind of things that people don't think about, but they have to. It's no longer like a static badge on a card. It has to change.
Yeah, my gains changed once you introduced those new skins. I had some skellies that were mythic, and now they're no longer.
Yeah,
so thanks for that. I appreciate it.
Gains is a collection that's not too. We're not heart set on rarity. It's more about other stuff. But...
For sure. Oh, Rhythm asked, do you guys have Genesis Traveler on Infant? Yes, Lucky and I do. I'm not sure if Rico does. I know I Faded said he did as well, our guest that was on yesterday. So, what about you, Rhythm? You got Genesis Traveler for Infant?
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the features that he's going to unlock for that. That Grail Hunter tool that he's building, Teddy, I'm all over that. Looking forward to that coming out. Sure,
someone did the wink emoji.
I bought Dead King Noble recently as well.
Did you?
Yeah, that one there.
These ones, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a night?
Click on activity.
Okay. You want to show us your purchase? Is it this one?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Ooh.
Do you have a king?
No, and I've wanted one for a long time, and I was literally eyeing one up the other week, and I think it was at 18 soul, or I mean, if you have a look at the DKS,
yeah, we looked at it, man.
And it was a fight, and I don't know why I didn't pick it up, because now the floor price is like, you know.
Yeah, and it was like the king that's melting or something.
That
like
one,
that.
yeah, the golden king thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it this one, Inferno King?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did it sell for?
Sheesh,
No, I was looking at.
No, it was one
below.
that sold for 18. It was sold for like 18.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
Oh, it is that one.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it's melting. Yep. Yeah. What a steal! What a steal, bro! What a steal!
I was eyeing that up as well. Like,
Yo, look, go to the wallet. Let's see what else they got in there.
Sheesh.
Well, they've listed it for sale, so
That's it. That's
Just
it.
the one.
That's that.
They had a Biohazard King, which they purchased for 24.6 soul 8 months ago as well.
Okay. And now it's on a ledger or something. Wow, look at that.
Ooh.
Look at that. These and the Lucid Drakes are just like, oh, forget about it.
Yeah, Lucid Drakes that's just different level, right? Just slaps.
Yeah, that's just flexing. To flex.
When Orbis listing for Lucid Drakes?
Lucid Drakes. I don't know who they are. Never heard of them.
Oh, go to it. Look, you got to show Rico these. He's gonna try. He's gonna be.
I'm on.
That one.
Let me have a look. Lucid.
Lucid Drakes.
The artwork it's probably my favorite artwork in all of Solana, if we're being fair, or any NFT in general. They're insane.
I'm looking now. There's none listed.
I know.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Let me bring it up on my screen, Rico.
There's only 68 supply. Is that right?
Check this out.
I thought there were 100, if I remember correctly.
So, can you see my screen, Rico?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Lucid Drakes.
There's never been a sale. Is it minting?
No, there have been sales. If you go
Perhaps
to
the marketplace I'm looking at is just bugging. Then let me go try Tensor instead.
But everyone's holding theirs. So I think it was OpenSea, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
There's no activity on either marketplace for that collection.
No one's letting those go. They're like, it's not happening.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
They're not frozen, are they? No. Super Simon. Okay.
Yeah, but this artwork, it's just, yeah.
It's next level.
It's different.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Teddy, what was your favorite one again? Where was?
If I had to choose, no, maybe the diamond one that you just passed, but there's just so many goated ones.
Look at this. Fucking, that is. Oh. These are all one of ones. The diamond one. This one.
No.
Oh wait.
There, with the rainbow eyes.
Yeah.
You know, diamonds. I'm not just a girl's best friend.
It's Teddy's best friend. You got your sombrero. Teddy, what about this one?
I'd rock that. I'd rock any one of these, bro. Oh yeah. I'm just plain and simple. Who had one? Who had one? Who had one that we interviewed? It was Pudgy Penguins. Not Pudgy Penguins. Yeah, Pudgy. What's the Penguins?
Oh no,
Newt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
NCP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He had one. He didn't
yeah.
show us which one he had though.
Did he have one, or did his co-founder have one?
No, he said he had one, and so did his
Okay.
co-founder.
Yeah, different.
He
Trippy Cartoons was the artist on that one. Look at that.
What in the world are we doing?
Oh, this is a flex.
Yeah, that's pretty gangster too. I think that was my favorite one, the diamond one. But I think the thing was we kept scrolling, and I had a new favorite.
Yeah, you kept changing.
Every row is like, what are we doing?
This is brilliant.
Let's
Yeah.
get out of here. Get out of this. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. We've been going for over 2 hours, Teddy. I think it's time to give this bad boy away
Do it.
to someone who's retweeted, liked, and retweeted. Awful Waffle from Pesky Penguins. Yeah. NCP. He had a lucid Drake.
He sure did.
Awful
He's always got our back with what happened, bro.
Awful has always got his finger on the pulse.
Diamond-handed bastards, yeah, for real. Rhythm. No one's selling those. Those are locked away.
Let's get this
ledgers
show on the road. All right.
Yeah, just so everybody
retweet and like. Go for it, Teddy. What did you gonna say?
I'm just saying that JT is going to be on the block on Monday. The creator of Kid 9, Planet Kaju, and the Hated, founder of the Acidverse. So rock up. He promises it will be a great show, and he has a ton of giveaways as well, fellas. So yeah, he said it's 7 a.m. for him. So
yeah. Similar to Kai. Retweet and like. Did it last time, right?
Retweet and like.
Zico, my man.
Zico winning.
Zico, you have won this Hated. Drop me a DM and I'll get that over to you. GG on that one. Right, Teddy. Those giveaways are done. What are we looking at next, Teddy?
We've
been going for just over 2 hours. What are we looking at?
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to log into something. Sorry. Come on, buddy.
Rico, anything you want to kind of point out?
Not really, mate, no.
Rico's had enough of this week.
He's like, get me out of here. I've seen this.
Let me fucking go. Like, why are you not keeping me on stage?
I'm tired of seeing this platform, bro. Get me out of here.
I see it when I close my eyes.
He's done.
Honestly, 2 days ago, I did a 48-hour session again. Fucking nuts.
Oh, he's
what
back.
day is it today? It's Friday, isn't it?
What day is it?
Oh, it's Saturday. Yeah.
Holy shit!
Well, it's Saturday now, yeah.
Oh shit, Rico, you've been following the World Cup at all?
I watched the England game. I was quite impressed. It was exciting to watch. I haven't watched any of the others. But yeah, we sat down and watched England and Croatia. I thought Croatia's keeper was excellent. I know he let in a few goals, but fucking hell, I think he saved a lot more as well.
Yeah, he sure did.
It was nice to see a game with a few goals, you know, rather than just...
Yeah, I wasn't
nil,
impressed
nil.
by the defense though, Rico, if I'm honest. Those 2 goals, right, I wasn't impressed
Yeah,
by
but
that.
we're playing more of an attacking game. Like, I know, you know, and I think that's why I saw a lot more goals in the game rather than just the massive defense play and just sit back and pass the ball about. To me, I preferred it. Might have lacked a bit on the defense, but it's nice to see an attacking game, I think. So.
Yeah. I think the only thing is, right, you know, no offense to Croatia, but we're going to come across teams that have got far superior attacking abilities.
Yes.
And I just think, how are we going to deal with that? But hey, I'm all for it. Attack. If you attack us, we're going to attack. So, you know, instead of...
No matter, mate. I've got Dr. Congo in the sweepstake.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Hey, they drew with Portugal. So, yeah, I wouldn't have played them, Rico.
Yeah, imagine.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at the
odds are on that? Imagine that. Sheesh.
Oh, it'd be like Leicester again winning the World Cup, winning the Premier League,
Premier
wouldn't it?
League, Taddy, how are you celebrating USA's second victory?
You know, I did margaritas last Friday, and so I made a picture of them because I had family over on Sunday, and I still got margaritas in a pitcher in my garage fridge. So I'm gonna revisit those. That's how I'm gonna do it.
Top man.
Yeah.
Right, gents, let's close this out. Let me get Taddy's tweet up. Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern, we have. Where are we, Teddy? Let me get your profile up. If it loads up.
What kind of shit have I been retweeting? What's going on my page? No, I'm just kidding.
JT is in the house from Acidverse, and he's going to be joining us 5 p.m. Eastern. So, guys, make sure you kind of check in on that. That's going to be a good episode, and he's promised to go down, trip down memory lane. I'm excited to hear his journey into Web3 and some of the art that he's created. He's going to be showing us some of that, and obviously what's in the pipeline for Acidverse. So yeah, that's to look forward to, but until then, Saturday and Sunday, any special plans, Teddy, Rico?
Just chill with the fam, bro. Right now I'm home alone. The girls are out with their mom, so I spend a little time with the dog, had some marg, and I might even play some video games or something, bro. Act like a kid again right now, but no, I'll probably grill it up. I got a question on here from Judah before we close out.
Sure.
Just looking at non-fungible in, is there any alpha on how to get Genesis Traveler? I believe if you DM him maybe and use the site, that's how he's rewarding people by link your socials and whatnot, and maybe hit him up in DM. And
I think what he said, make sure you create an account, and promote them. Obviously, help get awareness of the brand on social. So actively kind of follow him on socials and be genuine in that. If there is an NFT collection,
Potato's in the chat. He said, "Show up and support us on XFam. Much love." Well, look at that, Potato. What a chat!
Let's go.
Chat. He answered it. You gotta love Floor Watch. How about you, brother? You got anything planned?
I've got a bit of work that I need to do, which you guys know about, and apart from that,
get to work.
What the fuck am I doing on here, mate?
Get to work, bro. You're in here live streaming when you should be working. It sounds like
work
me
as well. I'm actually working right now as well. No, apart from that, spend time with the family. Tomorrow I am going out, fellas. I'm going to watch Toy Story 5.
Oh, that's right.
So the kids were eager to go and watch that, so I've had to book in a nice cinema. They've got Odeon Lux here, Rico, right, where all the seats are fully reclinable.
Oh, that's how we do it here.
Yeah, we've got that in our local cinema. And you
right.
go into the cinema and you go into the top of it. So we always get the back seats, right? But when you go to the door, the seats are there straight away rather than going at the bottom and then walking all the way to the top. Full leather recliners. They're awesome.
And I always fall asleep. I shit you not. I fall asleep instantly, bro.
I've only fell asleep once in the cinema, and that was literally a few weeks ago. The missus took me to watch that. The shoe thing. What was it? Devil Wears Prada. I fell asleep. Literally around that.
I used to never fall asleep until I had kids. Now I fall asleep in movies, bro. Instantly. My wife will nudge me. She's like, "Movie's over. Let's go." I'm like, "Thanks, thanks, lady."
I tell you what, Daddy, we got a hit right. When I come to LA, we got to hit that. That's what was that big giant screen?
Cosm,
right?
Cosm,
Rico, you've seen that big giant screen thing they've got over there?
No, I haven't.
Right? It feels like you're sitting at the venue front row or something. It's huge.
So it's like an egg, basically, and the whole front half of the egg is a screen, and underneath you as well.
It's similar to like the Sphere in Vegas or something.
Yeah, similar to that for sure. I think it's right on par with it. But what their claim to fame is that they have cameras in every arena. So how they started was you can basically get a baseball, you can get You can get a American football, you can get a world football, you can get any sport, and you're literally right there on the court. So that was their claim to fame, and then they started doing movies on top of that. So my
Wow.
wife took me to go see The Matrix last year for my birthday, and it was crazy. It was like seeing it for the first time. So there's one by SoFi, and then the other one is by the new stadium in Dallas that the Cowboys
Nice.
play in. Yeah, it's sweet, and you can order food there, obviously, and drinks and whatnot. So it's a whole experience.
Yeah, I can imagine. I enjoyed the Sphere in Vegas. That was good. That was
Yeah,
experience.
that's goated too, for sure.
Yeah.
Rico, if you're up for it, 2027, I plan to go to LA.
I
down there.
need to go to America. I need to go and see Sin. I need to do a lot of stuff. 2027, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, we all got to go see Sin. Let's do
Yeah.
it. Let's do it. Go smoke some cigars and hang out at the beach.
And I said he also wants to come to Vegas. He was like, okay, you come over there, and he'll come meet us in Vegas. So
We can do that. Let me
Yeah,
know in Vegas.
either
I'll
way.
be there.
that was an
Either
idea.
one. I'll be at both. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Rotato,
Right.
3 legends on the stage. My pleasure to be here. Oh man, you're the legend, bro. Appreciate
Let's
you, bro.
go. Gents,
Right,
let's
guys.
call it a night.
Yeah, let's go.
Rico,
Thanks.
thank you. Appreciate you jumping on and taking the time out for that.
Oh yeah.
Have a great weekend.
And
Teddy,
you guys.
final thoughts?
Final thoughts, Rico. Appreciate you, man. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you had a great vacation. Kais, what a legend. Thank you so much for letting us know what OK Bear has been up to. I'm impressed, man. And that 50K should get smashed when that
I
thing
think
goes
so.
live.
Yeah.
And everyone else, time's our most valuable asset. The fact that you rock with us, we appreciate y'all. You guys are grails in our eyes. Stay blessed, stay winning, have a great weekend. That's me. That's all I got.
Rico, final thoughts?
No, I ain't following that.
Close
Rico's
it.
out.
Shut it down. Shut it
You
down.
practice this outro all the time. All I can say.
Bro,
is
it's
shut it.
true, man. I mean, I just love our listeners, man. Our watchers, our viewers now, Rico. We're
You
live.
sit in the mirror and practice that, don't you?
I do. With my brush. I just recently shaved my head, so it's a full bally, but I use my brush as a microphone. No doubt.
Oh, hey, we might have a 5th member on our Vegas trip. Waffle Waffle. I'm sort of close to Sin. Let me know.
Let's go.
Let's fucking
Let's
go.
go.
Right.
Be like Hangover.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm down for a trip like that. Let's go.
Yeah, me too. But I'm not having the tattoo, right?
Yeah, minus the tattoo.
Lucky you
I'll
can have
get
the
one.
tits.
I'll get one on my ass, maybe, but not my face. So, I'll get my Gaines PFP tatted on my ass.
Oh, God. Right, gents. Thank you for everyone that tuned in. Echo what Paddy said, guys. Thank you so much for taking the time out early morning. What a Chad. Rico, appreciate you jumping on as well. We're back again on Monday, as I keep on saying. OTB 5 p.m. JT is going to be in the house, but that does it for Floor Watch on Friday. Thank you to everyone. Let's fucking go. Take care, fellas.
Peace. Peace.
Yeah. Peace.